Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Leo is creating a wedding scenario for Body and Soul in small bar, which appears larger than it used to, in order to revive Charlemagne in today's episode of Days of Our Lives. When Javi arrives, he immediately starts flirting and the two remember their first encounter there. When Leo continues to complain about how difficult it is to organize a soap opera wedding, Javi responds that a real wedding isn't easy. Then, when Leo recommends that he should host a bachelor party, Javi begins to fear. When 3 mentions returning the necklace, things become tense. Leo then sees a message from Doug and listens to it on speakerphone. When Javi inquires as to why, Leo responds that he was doing a technically illegal favor for the child. He quickly leaves after telling Javi to begin organizing the bachelor celebration. Days Javi is pointing off-screen as Leo and him sit at a table at small bar enjoying drinks. Holly tells Doug 3 about the most recent turmoil involving Tate/Sophia and Rachel and apologizes for visiting the Horton residence. Doug is understanding, but he attempts to calm Holly down as she starts to lose her mind about how this baby thing will never end and that Tate might still marry Sophia. She apologizes for venting her trauma, but he reassures her that it's okay because she's coping with a lot. As he comforts her and they gaze into each other's eyes, he draws her close and gives her an embrace. When the doorbell rings, Doug smiles and draws back. When Leo sees Holly, he runs in, mentions the necklace, and then tries to hide. "It's okay, Holly knows everything," Doug says. Leo informs Doug that although he can probably get the necklace back, the price will probably be higher than what he received for selling it. Doug is adamant that he must first pay Holly back before worrying about the necklace, but he needs a job first. Leo invites 3 to join his team. "Work for you?" Leo claims that all he has to know about soap operas is that we tell love stories, and he would only be an assistant. Days as they smile and gaze into each other's eyes in the Horton living room, Doug puts his arm around Holly. Leo claims he needs assistance and that it would be a favor. Leo offers to give Doug in advance when he agrees. At the Brady pub, Sophia is going over Rachel's missing flyers when Tate arrives to inform her that he has not heard anything new. Sophia tells Tate that they should discuss the adoption after he recommends that they break up. What if they do it regardless of whether their mother approves? She notes that her mother won't need to know because she will be 18 before the baby is born. It's not a good concept in Tate's opinion. What happens if you visit the hospital at 9 months pregnant and don't bring a baby home? Sophia believes it will be too late to do anything but yell by the time they learn. However, Tate believes they could be too upset to cover her college expenses. Sophia is committed to persevering and learning as she goes. If they reject her, she can sustain herself. Days' laptop is open between Sophia and Tate as they awkwardly sit across from one another at a table in the pub. In order to save Amy from losing her mind, Tate comes up with the plan to adopt the child to a suitable couple they get to know. Tate responds that he can ask his uncle Eric as Sophia claims her mother would require a religious pair. Sophia is skeptical, but it might work out and be in everyone's best interests. It's worth a try. For the first time, they both have optimism. All they need to do is locate the ideal pair. Tate gives Sophia a hug and leaves, telling her that everything will be all right. Together, they will solve the problem. When Ava arrives at the deserted Blake residence, she is so preoccupied with Seymour the snake that Rachel and the woman in white can approach her covertly and use a candlestick to knock her out. Brady checks his texts in the interim, but Ava's voice interrupts him before he can hear her words. She doesn't pick up when he calls. The woman in white lets the phone go straight to voicemail when it rings in the Blake residence. Brady begs Ava in a last-ditch voicemail whether she called regarding Rachel. In the deserted Blake home, Days' white-clad woman reaches down over a shrouded couch to check on an unconscious Ava while Rachel looks on. Rachel asks if Ava is dead as they get back to the house. She is still very much alive, so don't worry. The most essential thing is that Rachel's parents can reconcile after she moves out of the way. That seems wonderful to Rachel until she wakes up. According to the WIW, they need a strategy to ensure that Rachel doesn't obtain what she wants because of the cruel woman. The text says, "Get the Days of Our Lives email from Soaps. Receive daily summaries, spoilers, exclusive interviews, and breaking news alerts delivered directly to your email. Sign up at https://cloud.email.soaps.com." Brady goes to Kristen's to inform her that JJ found nothing. She claims that despite the fact that they are not biological relatives, EJ genuinely supported and assisted her. He was really encouraging and curious in the Blakes and her early years. Brady discovers Rachel stole the family's scrapbook after she notes it is missing. That might be a clue if she is the one who stole the book. They quickly leave as we find out that Armid is just a few kilometers outside of town. The house appears empty at first, but it doesn't take long to get there. When Brady notices Rachel's shoes edge beneath a sheet, they rip it back to locate her. Brady and Kristen are grinning while Rachel is being held by her mother in the deserted Blake home. The fact that her parents were searching for her together makes her very happy. Although they are overjoyed, they claim she ought to have informed them of her destination. Anything could have happened to her because she was alone herself in there. "But I wasn't by myself. Seymour was with him." Severe, Kristen informs Rachel that she and Seymour are in severe jeopardy. At home, they will converse more. After gathering her belongings and departing, Rachel quickly returns and informs the woman that her parents have located her. She is confident that the strategy can still succeed. Rachel will take Ava if she only takes her phone. When Leo returns to Javi in the last moments of the show, she inquires about how things went. According to Leo, everything is going well. Holly, who is impressed that Leo went out of his way for Doug, congratulates him on landing a position back at the Horton residence. Tate gives her a call to share the wonderful news that his father has located Rachel. After expressing regret, he asks if she would want to meet and speak. "Yes," she says, while Doug nearly gives a pitiful smile. Days Brady is having a serious conversation with Rachel while he is crouched and leaning on a chair in the DiMera living room. After telling Rachel that she will be without Wi-Fi or cable for 3 weeks, Kristen goes home to have Cook prepare some mac and cheese. Brady acknowledges that he could use some food when Rachel asks Daddy if he wants to save. However, he lowers himself to Rachel's level and informs her that, in spite of her antics, mother and father will not be reconciled. Rachel cannot alter the fact that Ava plays a significant role in her life. Paulina, Belle, Stephanie, Chanel, and Gabby are all excited about Jada's bachelorette celebration, which is already in full swing. Additionally, Sean, Steve, JJ, and an awkward EJ get together at the Brady pub to celebrate Notrafe's bachelor party, which includes a stripper, about whom Arnold is really pleased. We can only image the women's responses when they are questioned about a hookup they regret during party games. Sadly, the boys aren't enjoying themselves nearly as much as Arnold claims when he accuses Patchy of attempting to initiate a romantic relationship with him.